Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of my May music finds. Now I'm going to show you what I got on vinyl record, and I think this is the first time in a long time that vinyl has outweighed the CDs, which I'm sure will make a lot of you all out there just, be tickled pink. Let's see, whatever order I'm going to go in, I'm trying to figure it out. I've got my records divided into 3 different stacks here of, some sort of thematic trend or whatever. I don't know. I'll start with this. I had my birthday was in the middle of the month in May, and so I'm going to show you a few birthday presents that I received from my immediate family. My sister, one of my 2 sisters, gave me the very best of the Statler Brothers. Of course, the Statler Brothers are a quartet from Stanton, Virginia, which is about an hour and 20 minutes north of me. So I consider them to be hometown boys. I've met 3 of the Statler Brothers. Harold, the bass singer who passed away during COVID, that was a real treat to meet him. And the other 2, Jimmy Fortune and Don Reed, I've been able to interview, which is cool. And I've met them in a couple other occasions. But, this has, Bed of Roses, Whatever Happened to Randolph Scott, Do You Remember These, Flowers on the Wall. So, Statler Brothers, and this is, really, really great on the Mercury label, which was what they were on for many, many years. Next, that same sister gave me Buck Owens and his Buckaroos. Open Up Your Heart. This has Open Up Your Heart. Congratulations, you're absolutely right. Think of me in the palm of your hand, etc., etc. You can look at that on your own if you so choose. And again, Buck Owens of the Bakersfield Sound. Fantastic. Next, my mom and dad got me 2 Avett Brothers records. The first of which is number 11 on my top 100 favorite albums of all time. This is I Am Loving You. Again, this is their first album produced by Rick Rubin. I talk about this record a lot. I had it on CD, but I've never had it on vinyl. And then the artwork is actually by Scott Avett, the banjo player, and really cool sleeves with all of the lyrics on a beautiful white vinyl, which I did not know because it was not labeled as such on the record. There was no hype sticker, so it didn't say anything about colored vinyl. So that was kind of a little bonus there. So I'm happy to have this on vinyl now. Hopefully it will start up, hopefully my Avett Brothers records will start coming in vinyl. And then they also got me True Sadness by the Avett Brothers. Again, also artwork by Scott Avett. There's the hype sticker in there. What's it say? 12 new songs, including Ain't No Man and Satan Pulls the Strings. There it is on the American record label. And if you notice, it kind of looks like one of the Clash album covers. So kind of inspiration from that. Couldn't tell you which Clash album cover it is, but I'm sure some of you all will be sure to let me know, because people like to tell people what they don't know. Next, I got 2 albums by the Lumineers, which, one of my favorite indie bands. This is their newest album called Brightside on 180 gram vinyl. Nothing special about the vinyl, so I'll just leave it in there. But really, really good album. This is only, I think, 9 tracks. Very, very short. I think it's just right around 30 minutes long. So if you want to get into the Lumineers but are afraid to dive in head first, start with Brightside. Really, really good stuff. And then I got their second album called Cleopatra from it's on Dual Tone Records. And I'm not going to pull this out because it was very hard to put into the sleeve. But this came on a beautiful gray marbled vinyl, kind of like this. And yeah, this is produced by Simone Felice of the Felice Brothers, who I don't know any of their music. So Steve from All the World's a Stage, no, I don't know the Felice Brothers. This has some of their, some live staples like Sleep on the Floor, Ophelia, Cleopatra, which is one that I do when I play, Gun Song, Angela. And then this also has 4 bonus cuts. It's actually a 3-sided vinyl with a blank side. So this has an acoustic demo of Cleopatra and then 3 new tracks on side C. So very happy to have that. And lastly, I'm going to show a few new releases that have come out starting with a 45 by a group called The Devil Makes Three. This is called Puppets. Just came out on Ken Records. This is just a standard, 45, but it has the songs Puppets and Days Are So Long. So kind of cool that they came out with this. They're kind of a, I don't know, kind of ragtime. If you like Pokey Lafarge, but with a lot of punk elements to it, Devil Makes Three, they're really, really cool. I highly recommend Devil Makes Three. Next, this was the first record I got in May. This is a reissue of a great power pop record called Teenage Symphonies to God by Velvet Crush. It's the first time it's ever been released on vinyl. My buddy Tommy Burton over at Tommy's Musical Adventures, hey Tommy, let me know about this album. I had no idea what it was, never heard of it, but he said it's really good. He's like, if you like guitars, if you like, a little bit of jangle pop, if you like, REM, stuff like that, check this out. And it's obviously a, artistically, it's a tribute to Smile by the Beach Boys, which Brian Wilson referred to as a teenage symphony to God. So they obviously have high respect for the Beach Boys. They're the guys. And they actually do a song by Gene Clark from the Byrds called Why Not Your Baby. And if you close your eyes, it sounds a lot like Gene Clark. But great stuff. The big hit off here, well, the single off here was Hold Me Up, which is a great, great power pop song to start it off. So if you like power pop, check this out, called Teenage Symphonies to God. It was on Back Groove Records, and it was very limited. I think it was like 2,000 copies. I think it's still available, so go check this out. If you love a good rock and roll record, you will not be disappointed. I was very surprised, so thank you again, Tommy. Next, I talked about this in my last video. This is the newest album by Marty Stuart and his Fabulous Superlatives, Altitude. Again, if you like kind of Tom Petty style music with some Byrds, with some Buck Owens, with some straight ahead country, you will like this album. Chris Prophy, I'm talking to you. This was written, and you can see kind of by the artwork, this was written when Marty and the boys were touring with Roger McGuinn and Chris Hillman during the 2018 Sweetheart of the Rodeo 50th anniversary tour. So he was very inspired by the Sweetheart of the Rodeo album by the Byrds. Really, really cool inner sleeve there. The bassist is Chris Scruggs, who is the grandson of Earl Scruggs, the banjo player. And this was on special edition blue wax. So very happy to have this. I have not spun the vinyl record yet. I've spun the CDs several times. I have not had time to listen to it on vinyl, but I'm very happy to have it nonetheless. Next, this is a reissue of Coltrane's Sound. This was remastered by Kevin Gray. It was cut from original analog masters from Kevin Gray. 180 gram vinyl, 5,000 copies. Really, really beautiful record. I listened to this yesterday, and I think I got like 3,400 out of 5,000, something like that. But it's tight in there, so I'm not going to pull it out. And this is an OB strip, by the way, but again, it's very tight in the sleeve, so I'm not going to worry about it. But it does sound very, very good. My last record store day vinyl came in. This is Carole King, The Legendary Demos. Some great demos on here, she does Pleasant Valley Sunday by the Monkees, So Goes Love, Take Good Care of My Baby, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, Crying in the Rain, Beautiful, It's Too Late, Tapestry, You've Got a Friend. Just really, really great stuff with just Carole singing the songs on her piano. Very, very young Carole King. And it did come with some great liner notes from David Brown of Rolling Stone, I believe. Yep. And then it's on clear, kind of foggy wax. And it sounds very good as well. And then lastly, I'm going to dedicate this video to Tommy Burton. Again, This is Big Star, #1 record. This was one of the Record Store Day essentials that have been coming out monthly online. If you don't know Big Star, check them out. Alex Chilton, kind of the head honcho from the Box Tops. You know, they sang The Letter, but you know, you'll know the song, you know, Hanging Out, you know, from That 70s Show was the big you know, theme song. And it comes on this beautiful wax there. Just beautiful. And I've spun this a couple of times and it sounds really, really good. Let's see. No, Don't Lie to Me is the song. Not Hanging Out. I believe. In the Street. Sorry, it's In the Street. But it's got the beautiful track on here, 13, which was on the 500 Greatest Songs of All Time by Rolling Stone. So, Big Star, #1 record. Check it out. So there you go. Some nice, really nice vinyl. I've spun all but the Marty Stewart and the Buck Owens. Everything else I've spun, it sounds really good. So let me know what y'all think of these records, especially the new ones. Comment below, subscribe, tell all your friends, and we'll talk to you on whatever video's next. Take care now.